If you're doing this with a $100 bottle of cologne, you're literally pouring money down the drain. I'm about to show you 7 mistakes that you're making that are wasting money and actually making you smell worse. Look, I get it. You bought that expensive bottle of cologne because you want to turn some heads, maybe impress somebody, and you want to smell good. But here's the truth that most people don't know about perfume and cologne. It's not about how much you spend. It's actually about how you apply it. And most people are doing it wrong. So I'm breaking down the 7 mistakes that are sabotaging your scent game. And more importantly, I'm gonna show you how to fix them so that you smell great all day. Mistake number 1, and this is the biggest money waster. Spraying cologne into the air and walking through the mist like you're in some cologne commercial. Looks cool, right? It's completely useless, and here's why. When you spray into the air, maybe 10% actually lands on your body. Where does the other 90% go? It's perfuming your bathroom floor, your walls, your shower curtain. You just spent $5 to make your toilet smell like Dior. The fix is dead simple. Hold the bottle of cologne 6 inches from your skin and spray it directly on your pulse points, your wrists, around your neck, behind your ear, and sometimes in your elbow. Your body's heat will naturally activate the scent of the cologne and make it last all day. The spraying it in the air trick doesn't have that application. In fact, when you spray it directly on your skin, it'll last all day and you're gonna get every drop that you paid for. Mistake number 2, and I see this everywhere, rubbing your wrists together after you spray. I know, it feels right. Your dad probably did it. Every guy in every movie does it. But here's the problem. You're literally breaking down the fragrance molecules. Cologne has top notes, middle notes, and base notes, and they're designed to develop over time on your skin. When you rub your hands together and your wrists together, you're crushing those molecules and killing the scent's complexity. It's like taking a gourmet meal and throwing it in a blender. So what's the right way? Spray your wrists and leave it alone. Let it dry naturally. And if you absolutely must, just touch it. Don't rub your wrists together. When you do it the right way, your cologne will actually last that scent 3 to 4 times longer because you're using the cologne exactly the way the designer meant it to be used. Mistake number 3, spraying your clothes instead of your skin. Now, I get why guys do this. You think the fabric will hold the scent longer, but here's actually what happens. Cologne is designed to interact with your body heat and your body's natural oils. Your clothes don't have any of that. Plus, cologne contains alcohol and that can actually stain or damage certain fabrics. I've ruined a $50 shirt learning this the hard way. So again, always spray directly on your skin and on the pulse points. Your body's heat will naturally allow that cologne to be working for you, not against you, all day long. Mistake number 4, and this one's brutal. Over applying. More is not better when it comes to cologne. If people can smell you from across the room before you even walk in, you're not making a very good impression. You're actually making people's eyes water. So here's the golden rule. Cologne should be discovered, not announced. Someone should actually be able to smell your cologne when they come into your personal space, either to give you a handshake, a hug, or have a personal conversation. 2 or 3 sprays and that's it. 1 or 2 on the wrists, 1 on the wrist, 1 on the neck. That's more than enough. And if you're using really strong cologne, anything more than 2 sprays is gonna be way too much. And here's something that you might not know. After 15 minutes, your nose actually gets used to the smell. That's called olfactory fatigue. So what that means is just because you can't smell it doesn't mean others can't. Trust the process. Don't overdo it. Mistake 5, spraying random body parts instead of actual pulse points. Pulse points aren't just marketing BS. They're specific spots where blood vessels are close to your skin. They generate heat, and that heat projects your fragrance all day long. The best pulse points are your wrist, on your neck, and behind your ears. And if you're feeling really fancy, in your elbows. These spots on your body will stay warm all day long and help project the scent of the cologne throughout the day. So skip the chest, skip the stomach, Skip your feet, that's nasty. Nobody's smelling your feet anyways. And focus on those pulse points. These are the places where your body will allow that cologne to work the way it's intended. Mistake number 6 is killing your cologne before you even spray it. Storing it in your bathroom. Light, heat, and humidity are your cologne's worst enemies. Your bathroom has all three. Every time you take a hot shower, that steam and temperature change is breaking down your fragrance molecules. So a $50 or $100 bottle of cologne can go bad in just 6 months if you store it wrong. It'll smell sour, weak, or just off, kind of like expired milk, but for your neck. So store your cologne in a cool, dark place. I actually keep mine in my closet, so keep it away from sunlight and make sure you always have the cap on it as well. When you do this, your cologne will last you several years instead of several months. And even more importantly, it's gonna smell the way it was intended to for that whole time period. And mistake number 7, that timing mistake that's wasting your cologne, applying it after you get dressed. Here's what most guys don't realize. Cologne needs time to settle into your skin and mix with your natural body chemistry. That's what makes it smell unique on you. So what's the pro move? Apply the cologne to your points that we talked about earlier before you get dressed. So if you do this right when you get out of the shower, your pores are open and your skin is clean. So it's gonna be the perfect palette for that cologne to naturally get to work. So when you wait that time period, it'll smell better, it won't stain your shirt, and it's gonna be working for you the way it was intended to. All right, so let's lock in. These were the 7 mistakes that you're making that are costing you money and making your cologne smell terrible. Mistake number 1, stop just spraying it into the air and walking through it. Spray it about 6 inches from your skin and directly on those points that we talked about. Mistake number 2, don't rub your wrists together. Let the cologne dry naturally. Mistake number 3, spray it directly onto your skin, not on your clothes. Let the cologne dry naturally. Mistake number 4, 2 sprays, that's it. Remember, discoverability versus announcing your presence. Too much is too much when it comes to cologne. Mistake number 5, only hit the pulse points, your wrists, your neck, and behind the ears. Mistake number 6, store it in a cool, dark place, not in your bathroom. And mistake number 7, apply it before you get dressed. So directly out of the shower, directly onto your skin, and let it dry naturally. Look, you didn't spend $50 on a bottle of cologne just to waste it. These 7 tips that I just gave you will allow your cologne to last twice as long and smell 10 times better. And here's the thing that nobody really tells you. Your confidence comes from knowing that you applied your cologne properly. So when you walk into that room or when you go onto that date or that job interview, you can walk with confidence knowing that you did it the right way. So that's the difference between smelling like some random guy that's watched a cologne commercial and smelling like somebody that actually knows what they're doing. So if you learned something from one of those 7 tips, smash that subscribe button. I'm dropping real dad advice every single week. This is the type of advice that you wish somebody taught you years ago. And before you leave, drop a comment down below and let me know which one of the mistakes you were actually making. I read every single comment and I'd love nothing more than to hear your experience in some of these tips that I just gave. And if you want me to make a video on the best colognes for your budget, let me know that down below and I'll make that video next. Now go fix your cologne game. You've got this.